Can I thank you for this invitation to speak today in my capacity as co-chair of Team Territory and the opportunity to talk about the work I'm involved in and how that work has been triggered and shaped by the COVID pandemic. I'm here to talk about NT Rebound, a Northern Territory Government initiative that has the task of reinvigorating our economy, significantly growing investment in the Territory and changing the way that the Territory Government does business. The initiative has been inspired by the success of the Territory's response, as we've been hearing about already today, to the threats of the COVID pandemic and the agility that was demonstrated over those months and in an ongoing way by all sectors of our community, but particularly by our public service. You can call NT Rebound a reset of our economy, just as so many aspects of our own lives have been reset and re-evaluated by the impact of COVID. It has an ambitious target, NT Rebound, of creating a $40 billion economy here in the Territory by 2030. And that's a serious expansion of where we are now, growing jobs, industries and population. NT Rebound has an Economic Reconstruction Commission and Team Territory, and I'll talk a little about Team Territory later, and is supported by an expert team of public servants. The Commission is a group of national experts in a variety of areas covering infrastructure, finance, banking and energy, and is headed up by international industry leader Andrew Liveris and former Chief Minister Paul Henderson. And they bring together international, national and territory expertise. Their task? To recommend how we can attract greater international and national investment into the Territory and how we can become the best place in the country for a business to start and grow. The Commission is interrogating how we build our strengths and look to the future in key areas of economic growth, targeting energy, tourism, manufacturing, agribusiness and resources. The Commission is also exploring what the Territory needs to do, especially the government and public service, to assist that growth. How do we all support the developing and diversifying of this economy? As the Commission makes plain, the role of the private sector is crucial for our growth. It's private sector investment that is vital and we won't grow without it. But the Territory has to make that investment by the private sector as straightforward and as attractive as possible. And that's where the public sector comes in. How can our public sector enable that crucial private investment? What is the public sector's role? The Commission, in its first report that came out in July, is very clear about that. One of their key enabling areas in facilitating economic growth is regulatory and administrative reform. And I'd like to just quote from that report. The way regulation is administered can either help or hinder business activity and the economic growth that comes with it. The Commission further recognises that private sector feedback over a long period of time has identified that the administration of regulation here in the Territory is a problem. And they go on to say, to become the easiest place in Australia to do business, the Territory Public Service must step up. This will require a singular focus on outcomes and the will to look at structures, invest in digital solutions, and to develop its culture to one of efficiency, effectiveness, and agility. So the Commission is calling on our public service to step up, to change culture, to be more efficient, effective, and agile. Now, I'm not here today to interpret those words for you because I'm well aware that progress is happening in response to that challenge. But there's no doubt that this description of our public service by the Commissioner does present a significant challenge. But there's no doubt it's a challenge that must be addressed. The Territory's future economic growth and sustainability is intrinsically linked to the activities and attitudes of our public sector. So a big challenge, and one that as co-chair of Team Territory I'll be closely involved with over the next couple of years. Team Territory is a group of 16 Territorians, all from outside the government. They come from a wide range of the business community, from digital to agribusiness to resources and banking. We've been involved in developing the Commission's report, testing out recommendations as they're drafted and working closely with the NT Rebound team. The Commission's report will be finished in less than 2 weeks. refinements are now happening. It will then be handed to government, and government, after their own consideration, will hand it to Team Territory for implementation, working with our public sector and our private sector. It's going to take some thought and discussion about how that working together, that collaboration, will take place over the next couple of years. At first glance, Team Territory might look like a bit of a disparate group holding a newly minted rebound plan, tiptoeing around possible conflicts of interest, and telling very capable public servants how to do their jobs and what priorities to give to various activities. Now, that's a description that might sound fanciful, and I've exaggerated some, but we do need to find a way for the public and private sectors to work together more effectively, to develop a trusting relationship, robust, appropriate and effective. Here in the Northern Territory, we only have limited resources with a population of fewer than 250,000, and right now there's not a lot of spare cash to spend on economic initiatives. We need to maximise the resources available to all sectors of the economy if we're going to realise our 2030 ambitions. It will be a learning experience for all of us, public and private, but if we can establish how to work together, it could be a magnificent and successful innovation that crucially grows jobs and investment in this territory economy. Thank you.